For our air hockey code. You can start off. You can see we can start off with the variables being declared. We have still playing variable, the current scene, and the x and y's of all our players. So we have Bitmoji1, Bitmoji2, and this the CPU we created. We have the different puck speeds for each level. We have 3 levels, which is why there's 1, 2, 3 puck variables. And here's our Bitmoji code. This is my partner Josh's, and this is mine. This is the function that draws the stars in the background. So we have 1, 2, 3, and all those stars, which are visible throughout the game. And next is the barrier. So the barrier is just the red and black in the background. And the button class from Con. We used it for the majority of the program. We have the game options, player options. You can see we have 3 levels after the instructions. 1, 2, 3. Restart. And here are the 3 different CPUs. So depending on which level you're playing, the CPU will change. If you're playing level 1, CPU 1 will be activated right here. If you're playing level 2, CPU 2 will be activated, and level 3, CPU 3 will be activated. And here are the basic draw variables. This draws the home screen, so just this. This draws the instructions right here. Choose level, we can go through that again. It's this screen. And the choose player screen is right here. Let's see if you're following along. And here are the variables for the puck. We have the player 1 and 2 score, the actual puck, the game starter variable, and the puck speed, height, and width. And here are the paddles. So paddle 1 is linked to Bitmoji 1, and paddle 2 is linked to Bitmoji 2. And both of them are linked to the mouse X and mouse Y. You can see here's the code. We created variables for the X and Y for Bitmoji, and then the ellipse has a separate Y because the Bitmoji is placed in the middle of the paddle. So it must be put 5 pixels above the ellipse. And here's the actual puck. We have the position, the speed, and the radius equals 12. This is the reset function. It's declared here too. This draws the puck. And here are our paddle collisions. So this handles the vertical collisions across the y-axis, and this handles the collisions across the x-axis. And we have a separate CPU collision for the y and axis here. Basically because of the dimensions of the CPU, the different dimensions of the CPU and the Bitmoji paddles. Scroll down. This is the update function for the puck. So these all handle the goals. So if the position of X is greater than 151, less than 248, and then if you're scoring on the opponent, it's 40. If they're scoring on you, it's 360 for the Y. And this is the vertical collisions, so just the puck bouncing around the board or the game. And this is the horizontal, so it controls the X. Vertical controls the Y. And we declared the collide with paddles and collide with CPU, so that it's in the update function. And here we have the puck equals new puck, so that the new puck shows up. And we have the scoreboard that you can see in game. It'll actually pop up right here. And then the end screen, so once the game is over, once 7 goals has been achieved, it'll display that you either won or lost. And then we have 6 different game screens, because we have 2 different Bitmojis that you can choose from in 3 different levels. So these are all dependent on which level in Bitmoji you choose. And finally we have, we have our mouse click function. which is basically in control of the buttons and whatever you click on in games, like the buttons, for example, and which Bitmoji you choose. Let's see this here. And then finally, our draw function, which holds all of our current scenes, which tell the program what to draw. So we have 15 in total, which means we have 15 different screens to present. And that's about it.